whole reason I'm doing this is I've sort of become obsessed with working with iClone, the DAS models, and the Octane renderer, which is a very, very fast and efficient renderer. However, when working with DAS and 3D Studio Max, all of the surfaces come in metallic, and my whole goal is to have a fast workflow. I want to kind of get in, do a motion capture, render something that looks incredible, and be done with it. But this workflow, unfortunately, requires so much actual handiwork, going in and changing the surface to make it more efficient, cutting out polygons we don't need, etc., etc. I don't want to do that. Like I said, I'm going for quantity here. So if you look at the render time here, we're looking at last render frame of 545. Well, that's actually better than I thought. These were getting up to 9 minutes a frame with some of these animations. So with the 4 more graphics cards, now that's 2 GTX Titans. 4 more graphics cards obviously will be significantly better. We'll do the math when I'm not recording a video. So let's get back and make our cluster. I've never done anything like this before, but basically what I'm hoping to do is have a case filled with 4 GTX probably Titans or 980 cards, in addition to the 2 cards that are already in my computer. So I've ordered my parts. I've never done anything like this before, but let's start with, I'm going to be wrestling my dog this whole time. Let's start with my GPU cluster from Amfeltec, which is essentially some legs. I guess that's going to be the backplane in there. And the backplane is going to have 4 little connectors, PCIe connectors, to attach the cards to. And the legs are just going to hold the card up and be and let the cards cool themselves in the outer air, which makes me nervous because of this creature, who could easily walk by it with her wet nose and destroy everything and kill herself. So I decided to try putting my stand of the external GPU cluster into a case, and I went to find the Carbide 600C seemed to work the best. It may not work. I may need to return this, but it seemed to work the best. Plus, if you'll notice here, the power supply is actually going to go up top, leaving room on the bottom for a stand. Dogs. Shh. Shh. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. Okay. Downloaded the benchmark. Figured that would be a better way because I didn't really remember how long the renders of that my kernel animation took. And now it's the moment of truth. It takes a few minutes. Here we go. Okay, now with light. So there's the stand. I pulled it out a little bit. I've actually run it already and I got a score of 300. That's with 1 GTX Titan, 1 980 Ti water cooled. That's the one in the back there that you can barely see, but it's there. You can see the monitor inputs are actually facing the other direction. And the water cooler back there is just sitting in the back of the computer. And then the rest is in the other GTX Titans in that computer. But I picked up the GTX 780 on Amazon and excuse me, on eBay. So I am going to put that in the top left, and I'm going to move the Titan from that computer into here, top right. So I'll have this thing stacked with 4 cards, and I've dug up a GTX 680 that I'm going to stick in the other computer. Now, the slot is running with a 16 by slot. That has the card. The other slot is an 8 by slot. So I don't know how that's going to affect the 680 or not, but we'll find out. Let's go. Okay, so as you see in here, I did finally get 4 graphics cards in there. There we go.
one. That's a GTX Titan in the front. Excuse me, that is a GTX 780 Ti in the front, GTX Titan in the back. Level 2, GTX Titan in the front, GTX 980 Ti water-cooled in the back. We maxed this thing out, and unfortunately what's going on now, if you look at my screen, it's turning off and on. So something's wrong. We're gonna have to figure out what this is. To be continued. I've got this ominous face. That's what my art is about. The devil showing up on my screen. But it feels like it. Okay, she's restarting. She's restarting. Maybe it was just a driver issue. That's my hope. And we're back. Screen's back on. I'm gonna put this down, go in and try to restart the benchmark. See if and here she is. It's a beautiful thing. 5 graphics cards appearing on the screen. I forgot that it was 5 because yeah, they had the 680 in the main computer. But now, of course, that is running at half speed. I think that's an 8x slot instead of a 16x slot that the GPU cluster card is going into. So let's give her a run. Everyone now. It's the moment of truth. La, da, da. Total score 444.5. That's up from 300. 300 is when I was running 3 graphics cards. So the addition of the 680 and the 780 Ti gave us 150. That's not bad. It's kind of addicting. 428 versus 530. We were starting with a single GTX Titan. Excuse me. We were starting off with 2 GTX Titans. So we're going to take that 86 multiply by 2. 172. Okay, 172 gives us a 537 render time. Now, back up to the benchmarks. Octane score of 172 gives us 537. An octane score of 400 then should be substantially better. So we're going to need to figure this out. I did it wrong before, but okay, 337. That's 5 minutes and 37 seconds. So it's 337 seconds times X will equal 172. That's our octane score. Divide both sides by 337. And we get 172 divided by 337 equals 0.51. Then we multiply times 400. 204 divided by 60. 3.5 minutes. 3.4 minutes. Almost 4 minutes. My concern was that using the GPU cluster was somehow going to slow down or limit the use of the cards that are on the cluster. But it looks like that's not the case. I'm looking here, 680 is in the computer, the Titans and all these other ones are in
the GPU cluster. So they're all sharing a PCIe slot. And my NVIDIA control panel isn't showing anything wrong with that. So my prediction about why the speed wasn't that much increased is the memory. I shouldn't have bought that GTX 780. I think I wasted $300 on that, but we'll see. We'll recoup. So it's fast, not quite as fast as I want. I think we'll only grow from here, but for now, moderate success, moderate failure. So we'll put the theory to the test some other time about, is the memory slowing us down, or is the actual PCIe slots bottlenecking all that power? Because we did read a high score on the Octane benchmark test, but when it came to an actual scene, we weren't getting a high speed. So come back again, and until then, please visit cockpitthemovie.com. You can see one of my films that does not use the Octane render, and you'll see why I'm looking into the Octane render. Until next time, thank you.